Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Mimi's Place. I'm so glad that you stopped by, and I hope that you stay a while and watch this video, and maybe it'll help you or it can help someone else that you know. Today I'm going to talk about a very, it happens to everyone. It's the topic that I think affects every single person or every living thing when you think about it. But before we get into the video, I'm going to ask that if you like my content, give me a thumbs up and hit subscribe if you haven't already. And we're going to get right into it. Today we're going to be talking about transition and what transition means. So I am sitting here today in my dining room with my little lighthouse tablescape nautical seashell thing that I did for the summer. We enjoyed sitting here. We ate plenty of dinners here, and it just lit up the whole room and made it feel more like summer. I even made the napkins. I made the table runner. The lighthouses I didn't make. They were gifts. The lighthouse salt and pepper shakers were gifts, and everything here really brought the summer together, brought that summer feeling together for me in my home. And it was frugal. I had everything, and all I had to do was use my imagination. So what I wanted to talk about was transition. And right now we're transitioning from one season to another on the calendar. We are switching from summer and we're easing our way into fall. And that got me thinking that although it is kind of sad, not sad, but, sad to see the summer end, we always have a new season to look forward to. And that is one of the things I love about New England, where I live, because we get the summer, fall, then we have winter, and then we have spring. So we're 4 times a year we get to transition and start a whole new chapter or a whole new season in our life. Change and transition doesn't always have to be doom and gloom, because there is always a new season to look forward to. Whether or not you live where there are 4 seasons, 2 seasons, or if you have one main season all year long, no matter where you are in the world, transition happens. It doesn't always happen on the calendar. It can happen in your life. It can happen in someone else's life that affects you. We are constantly evolving, constantly transitioning, and it's not always bad and sad. As long as there's a new season coming up, whether it's on the calendar or in your life, there is always something new and wonderful to look forward to. So although this is going to be my last week with my nautical theme all over my house, and it is kind of like, I don't want to see it go, but I get to do new things with fall and with the new season. And the same can be applied to our lives as well. We may be transitioning from maybe being, wife and mother into, it's just going to be you and your husband or you and your spouse, and you're going to be empty nesters. That is a transition. A transition could be, you could be a new mom or a mom of young children, and they're going to be starting daycare or kindergarten, and you have to get through that transition. And although there are some drawbacks with it, transition just means you're going from one season of your life to another. And every season has something beautiful to gravitate towards, to hold on to, and to embrace. You could also be a homeschool mom. I remember my daughter doing that with my granddaughters, and they did very light learning. She lightly transitioned them into the school year. So, they didn't just go from summer to boom, homeschool. She eased them into it a little at a time, which made the transition more pleasant for them. And they got acclimated more. And I think sometimes in life, we have to embrace the change, go with the flow, and understand that not all change is bad. Change can be good. Another example would be my garden. I have many transitions in my garden. It's constantly evolving. I'm constantly changing things. At the end of the fall, the fall garden is just about done. But I can take the joy I get out of planting and growing, and I can do it in my home, and I can do it in my AeroGarden, and I can garden on a windowsill, and that brings me great joy. I love to garden, and although I used to look at it as the end of the season, I found ways to extend the joy that I get by planting seeds in a different way and in a different place. And that's how I am relating my life and my transition now, that I am without my parents and without one sibling. I have one sibling left. I have my daughter, my son-in-law, my granddaughter. I have my boyfriend, and I have many YouTube friends, and I have friends in real life. I have some cousins that I'm close to, and I think you just have to kind of transition and find new ways around it. Things are never going to be the same. Fall is not going to be the same as summer, but it can still be beautiful. Winter is not going to be the same as fall, but winter can be beautiful. Spring won't be like winter, but spring is still beautiful. So every season brings with it new opportunities for change, for growth, for satisfaction, gratification, and thankfulness. So this is not the typical video that you would see from Mimi, but I do these topical videos now and then. I like to call them talking videos because I just sit here and yak. But I want to make sure that I'm yakking with a purpose. Everything has a purpose. Even when Mimi yaks, it should have a purpose. So what I'm going to do is embrace the rest of the summer. We have a week left. Labor Day is next Monday. And that Tuesday, I am going to pack away my summer decor, and I might take a few days off. I may not decorate right away. I'm going to allow myself to transition into fall, and I'm going to embrace what warm days we do have by sitting in the sun outside, maybe taking one more ride by the ocean, going to the lighthouse, going on a few more fishing exhibitions, and maybe, maybe fly a kite a few more times, whatever I did over the summer, because I just want those memories to carry me through the winter. Hearing the ocean crash and watching the waves and God's fury on the ocean. I like that. And I like to video everything, whether I put it on YouTube or not. I have videos and photos of everything I do because I like to look back on that. And if I put it on YouTube, it is not only to help my channel grow, it is to share with everyone what I enjoy the most and what I get a lot of gratification out of. So, salt and pepper go together. They are a pair. And I'm going to be transitioning. Am I going to be throwing the salt and pepper away? No. I'm just going to be putting them into fall salt and pepper shakers. And they're still going to complement each other. And they're still going to bring beauty to my table and joy in my heart. And the lighthouses will, well, they'll be packed away, but I'll never forget that I have them. Right? The cloth napkins that I made will be replaced. Doesn't mean I'm going to throw them away. These are precious. We had a lot of nice hot Saturday night summer dinners here with the air conditioner blasting. I love my tablescape, but guess what? I get to do a new one. And that's how we have to look at any transition in our life. We have to understand that we get to have another chance at it. We get to do it again only in a different way. So I just hope that I gave you a little bit of insight and a little bit of hope that although summer is almost ending on the calendar, we always have something to look forward to. I hope you guys did like this video, or you folks. I gotta stop saying guys. That's just, it doesn't sound nice. I hope you ladies and gentlemen found this video to be a little helpful and give you a little insight. And I hope that it did help transition you over to the next season, whether it's a season, a calendar season, or a season in your life, or a season in someone else's life. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you on my next video.